Welcome to Brown's Rod and Custom, your home for street rods, muscle cars, and Volkswagen content. This is my dad, Big Ron. He's our body man and fabricator. This is my beautiful wife, Megan, our editor-in-chief and supporter. And this is me, Adam, the designer and mechanic for our projects. If you find our videos helpful, like and subscribe for more content. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Brown's Rod and Custom. Happy Sunday. It's the I believe the 18th of August. It's still hot, yeah, but it's all right. So it's about 11 o'clock. Big Ron's been doing a couple things while I've been shuffling everybody where they need to go. So we'll start with the 40. So 40 Ford kickdown cable is set. And we had 0 leaks last night, so I think we're there. So I think we fixed our transmission issue with the 40 Ford. That's a very big deal, and the speedometer works now, so that's also a huge deal because there's a wire that goes down to it, and somehow that got sheared off. So things are getting fixed over here. Now here's where we're at on the 1958 Chevy Apache. Big Ron's been welding and grinding. And we're starting to get in a whirl here on this. Now, he did create a cool little deal. If you look at the tip here, see the silver flashlight? So, one of our biggest challenges here is just seeing things, lighting. So, turn that on and show him. So you can actually see what he's welding. So that's kind of helpful. So, he's going to start welding here in a second and keep going on this back window piece on the outside. And then at some point, I would imagine, once he's done with all that, we'll get in here and pour 15 everything here and get that started. So he's rocking on the back window. That's happening today. As you guys saw yesterday, the doors are pretty much ready to do all the welding, patching, grinding, all that kind of stuff. Paint removal is done. So they're in a good spot. Now, look at this thing. So this is the driver's side bedside for the 58 Apache, okay? And it's got holes all over it. It's got some cancer up here too. So, but it looks relatively good most everywhere else. Right? I mean, it's got some pitting and stuff, but that's fixable. But I think it's in the doable category, maybe. So this panel right here is about $500. So if I can manage to fix this, then I save $500, right? But the other thing is you want to make sure you're fixing something worth fixing, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scraper, just like I did the other one that's in the back of the truck right now. I'm going to scrape all this black undercoating off. Won't take me that long. It comes right off. Honestly, it comes off in big pieces, right? So I'm peeling it off with my fingers. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Get all this off of here so I can actually get a better picture of what I have. Thursday I plan on picking up another quart of epoxy, white epoxy primer. So between now and Thursday the plan is to get these cleaned up, both bedsides, and at least get one door, if not both doors, ready for epoxy. So that's kind of where we're at. But yeah, so we're getting there. This is the part where, it just takes a minute. It's not sexy, but is that light helping? Yeah. Just get an idea of what he's doing here. So we're stitching. That's basically where we're at. So I'll bring all this to you here in a little bit as we go. You'll see a lot of progress happen over today, and we may even see some bare metal on some of these panels. And we'll start kind of figuring this out because we know our cross sills are good. The front and rear sills are good. So all the sills are good for the bed. We know the passenger side bed side is good. And it might be something we get dipped. I don't know. You know, I'm kicking that around. I was gonna call yesterday, but I called them at 11 after 4, and they closed at 4. So, you know, but I don't want to get into a situation where it costs $250 to dip this, and a new panel's $400. But I still got to do all the body work and repair and everything else and time. I mean, we want to be smart about this, right? So, see where we get. If this is something that I can get down to bare metal and I can get down to a point where we feel comfortable with it, then maybe we'll use this. We'll see. So that's the idea. But we definitely need a front panel, a tailgate, and obviously the inside of the bed, the wood piece and the slats for sure down the road. And rear fenders will probably be something we'll be looking at too. So any amount of that I can not spend $1 million on, it's probably, the juice is probably worth the squeeze, right? So see where we get. Stay tuned, guys. I'm gonna help Big Ron out, get on this bed here. I'll see you in a minute. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry I have not filmed nearly as much as I should have, but really what you've missed is just me scraping, undercoating off all of these bed parts. So that's not that exciting. So here's the carnage. But what we got done is, this is the back bed panel. You can tell this is where the license plate goes, trailer plug, you know, that kind of thing. We got to take those both off of here. But this is a good piece and in relatively good shape. So I just got done scraping all the stuff off of that. Now I have to go through and cut off like these pieces. I'll get them out, or however I got to do it. Broken bolts where we cut it off and this and the other. Here's the bed side. I scraped all of the undercoating off of that. This is the rest of the cross braces. This is the front one. We know that because these right here are for the steps. Step side bed. So those are all scraped and ready. So now, it's hot, boys. Let's put that. It's just hot. I'm trying to catch my breath. Sorry. So I feel like I have some pieces I can use that are actually pretty expensive, like these cross braces and all this kind of stuff. It's actually pretty expensive, actually. And I believe I can fix this bedside and this bedside, which is in here, where I'm not going to mess with. So I think we have cross braces and bedsides. What we still need is a front panel and a tailgate. But for now, I think I just need a front panel to be able to bolt this bed all together and be able to set it on and off with ease. I'm not really that worried about a tailgate at the moment. So that's helpful. That is a huge step in the right direction for us. Now the next thing here is to decide how to do these. Because my sandblaster, I mean, this might take me the rest of my life to do. I have a company in Clearwater that does sandblasting, which I could easily drop these off. Probably cost me, you know, $400 or $500 to have them do all of this. Maybe less than that. I don't even know. Or there's a company 2 hours south that does chemical dipping, chemical acid dipping. So, which is my preferred method, because it would be able to get into this tunnel and these stake pockets and all these little crevices and whatnot on these things. And, you know, I mean, granted, we might not get as much back. Those holes will be bigger. And there might be more holes in places we didn't expect, but they will be bare metal and they will be fixable. And we won't have to worry about anything inside these tunnels and so on. So there's that. So I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to try to do this one way or another, or whether I'm going to break down and spend the money and at some point and have these dipped or blasted, and then kind of go from there. Because right now I don't really need the bed yet, but I do want to see what parts I need and start, you know, planning this thing out a little bit. And we will need the bed here actually sooner than later, I guess, to mock up for the rear end, to get the width on the rear end and all that. So yes and no. Now in here on our Apache, we have this all welded up and ground down. So now we're at a point where we can start all metaling this. That'll probably be tomorrow or the next day. Big Ron will start working on that. And then you'll never know we did it. And then we'll start treating the inside here in this right here. And then we'll make this panel and get that welded in. And then we can start body working that and getting that where it needs to be. So yeah, not too bad. What else? I have a line, maybe a possibility of a LS motor, guys. Where we might have something there. I don't know. We'll see. But if it does come through, it might be sooner than later, and we might have something cooking there. So see where that goes. But for now, I've been working on the bed. Just wanted to show you guys this. Big Ron's been working on the back of that cab above the window all day long. We did get the 40 Ford completely dialed in today. No leaks. It's where it needs to be, so that's exciting. Still no steering box. We're waiting on a steering box, but that'll probably be a week or two. They got to get mine and then ship it. So we got that going. And yeah, I think tomorrow morning I'm going to go over and help somebody out with something and put a water pump on a Ford Ranger. And on a 95 Ford Ranger for a buddy of ours, and his wife works with my wife, and he's actually a Volkswagen Thing guy. He's Little Blue, I think it is, on TikTok and whatnot. He's got a blue Volkswagen Thing, and long story short, they just bought a Ranger. It needs a water pump, so not a hard job, but just something I'll probably do in the morning after I drop off my wife, and then I'll be home, and then we'll keep going on the truck here and see where we get. So stay tuned for all this, guys. Appreciate you watching. I will do a lot more filming here soon. Literally, it was just me standing here scraping. You know, if you've seen it once, you've seen it 100 times, right? It's like sanding on a car. So we'll get you some good footage here soon, and we got a lot of things in the works for this Apache. So stay tuned for that. And if you're watching, please like and subscribe. We'd love to have you. We're trying to get to 4,000 subscribers. I think right now we're like 3,813 or something. Love to have you guys. We're just trying to build this channel. And, you know, again, it's me and my dad working, you know, basically 7 days a week out here on hot rods in a 2-car garage. 2.5, I guess, if you want to call that a half. And, you know, nothing crazy, but we do build pretty cool stuff, and pretty nice stuff, we think. So stay tuned. We will see you guys in the morning, and I appreciate all of you. Have a great night.